Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video it is my check-in. It's a new month, so yeah, time to sort of face the music and check in. You will notice that my background is slightly different. The kitchen is in our conservatory at the moment, which is where I usually film my check-ins. So for this month only it is going to be here. Hopefully it will work out fine and I'll still be able to do the side-by-sides and notice the differences or whatever. But yeah, that's just how it is this month. As always with these videos, I do not weigh myself. I purely rely on progress pictures, measurements and a goal try on clothing section. I will go on to them in a second, but I will recap my sort of month as a whole so far. So this month has gone better than last month, I would say. So it was gone better than February. I mentioned in February that things were a bit all over the place. I had like a big bout of anxiety and things like that that sort of threw off my nutrition. So I do think in terms of that I have been a lot better. I have had sort of good on track days, but it hasn't been perfect, if you will. So yeah, I don't think it's gone as bad as February, but it's still not as good as I would hope it to be. The off-track days that I have had have probably balanced things out. I'm not really hoping for anything in this video. I'm certainly not hoping for a loss, because I don't think that the effort that I've put in this month warrants any sort of loss. So we'll just have to see what it is, whether it's a maintain or a gain. I'm not too sure, but like I said, I'm not hoping for anything. In terms of running and things like that, I did have my race at the beginning of the month, so that went really well. I completed that. If you haven't seen the sort of race footage and things like that, I'll leave a card up here somewhere for you to see that if you want to see it. But that went really well. My running has been going really well, except for this week, just because I've had a bit of interruptions this week with the kitchen being delivered and having to sort everything for that prior to it being fitted next week, so I've just not been able to fit in my runs. But yeah, that has been going quite well up until this week, and then had my 10k step goal as well, which I have been doing really well on. I've been consistently getting 10k steps every day, so that is going really well. That's the one thing that I think is sort of balancing everything out, even though I've had like quite bad off days. I do feel like the 10k steps and my sort of increase in movement throughout the day is going to help balance out those off days. However, I don't want to keep slipping into that habit of having my exercise balance out my off days, so I do want to try a bit harder with that this month. But that's just how it's gone this month. So not as bad as February, but could be better. So we are just going to see what the damage is for this month. So as always, I will do progress shots first, then we'll move into measurements and we'll do a goal try and clothing section at the end. And then I'll just set my sort of intentions for the next month ahead. So let's get into progress shots. Right, so like I said, I am not really hoping for anything, so we'll just see how it goes. I have my laptop with my previous measurements on, so I will speed up the process of doing the measurements and then I'll tell you what the results are at the end. Right, so that is a change of no measurements this month, so I wasn't really expecting anything, to be honest. So I guess I'll take another maintenance this month, but yeah, it is frustrating, but it's all my own doing and my own excuses and the work that I'm not putting in. So yeah, the results reflect what I've been doing, which is basically not a lot. So yeah, we move. Let's get on to gold try-on clothing next. Okay, so we have gold try-on clothing next. So as always, I have the summer trousers to try on, and then I have the pair of skinny jeans. So we'll try both of these on and you will see them in the side-by-side comparisons. So that is where I'm getting the summer trousers to. Doesn't look like it shifted from last time, so that's that. And again, same with the jeans, they feel to me like they fit the same as last time you'll be able to see in the side-by-sides, but yeah, that's it. Okay, so everything is done. You would have seen my progress shots, my measurements and my gold try-on. As you would have seen in my measurements, I have maintained my measurements again this month. I'm in two minds because, as I said last month, I was frustrated with the progress that I was making and that I'd hoped that I'd have a better month. I have had a better month, but it's just I haven't done good enough to warrant any sort of losses anywhere. So yeah, I'm just going to have to push harder. I do have a few commitments coming in the future and things like that, so hopefully they will spur me on. I mentioned in a previous video that I have been in a better frame of mind since seeing my race photos. When you sort of see a really bad photo of yourself, it sort of gives you that knock but also gives you that boost to continue on and fueling the fire, so that is what I'm going to do. But yeah, I don't really have much to say that I haven't already touched on. I'm not putting in enough effort to warrant results, so things have to change. I have to be in the right mindset for that. So I almost feel like it's laughable that I come on here and I share my check-ins. In the past, this would have swayed me to stop my check-ins completely because I'm not making any progress, but I feel like there's some measure of progress in not giving up and not backing down from the challenge. So I guess I'll take that for what it is and just hope that this month is better. I'm sure it will be. Like I said, I do have some things that are going to be going on in the future that will sort of spur me on in that regard. I just can't. I hate to be that person that says that they can't mention something right now, but yeah. It is what it is. I am that person right now that can't really tell you. Hopefully I will be able to tell you very soon, but I can't tell you right now, but it is the spur of motivation that I need to sort of kick my arse into gear. But yeah, it's mostly nutrition that gets in my way, not the exercise. I'm pretty good with the exercise, but you can't outrun a bad diet, so it is the diet that I really need to work on. So I'm just going to have to exercise that willpower, say no to things. Hopefully Philip should be going back to work on Monday, so that will change things in that regard. He is still at home at the moment. He's not been allowed back to work. There's some stuff going on with like occupational health and things like that, so he's not been allowed back to work yet. So there has still been that temptation last month with him sort of eating and getting things that he wants and asking me whether I want it and me not being able to say no. So hopefully now that he will hopefully be going back to work on Monday, I can start to get a bit more normality back in my routine. because it has been difficult with having him at home and just him buying whatever he wants and bringing back whatever he wants when he goes for his walks into town and things like that. So yeah, there's been a lot of temptation around and it's been very hard to resist. So hopefully that will change over the next couple of days, and I'm determined to sort of get the ball rolling again. Yeah, there's not much else I can say. I say this every month, so I sort of laugh at myself when I go back and I check out what I talked about the previous month and the fact that I'm just repeating myself. But yeah, if I don't say it every month, then I'm sort of just giving up on the spot. So I have to say every month that I'm going to give it another shot. So yeah, measurements, maintenance this month. Yeah. Let's move on, clean slate again, fresh month, so we'll see what happens. So I will set a sort of plan, I guess, for the month ahead, my intentions, if you will. So I have got like an accountability thing with Maria at the moment for this month, so we are going to be keeping each other accountable with some little goals that we've set. And hopefully that will help to spur us both on. If you haven't checked out Maria's channel and you like to watch weight loss channels, then click Maria's videos. I'll leave a channel up here somewhere so you can check her out and give her some support as well. But yeah, we're keeping each other accountable this month with our goals. So I have committed to, we've got 30 days in April and there's 4 weeks of April. So I'm committing to just one off-track day a week. No more than that. So I want to have 26 days on track this month, and I will go through them with you next month to see how I've done with that. I want to continue with my 10k steps, which I've actually been doing really well with, so hopefully that continues. And with the sort of warmer weather, although the weather is all over the place at the moment, it's been snowing today, whereas it was 18 degrees a couple of days ago. So yeah, I'm hoping that with the warmer weather that will hopefully come, that I will be a bit more active outside and my step count will naturally increase above 10k anyway, so we'll see how that goes. And my running, I want to stick to that. I want to do 3 runs a week at least. I'm doing a park run every week and I want to start increasing my sort of long runs. I want to get those long runs back in there. I haven't done a long run since my race, so I do want to start with those again and sort of build a base, working up to longer distances for some upcoming races that I will try and find for the rest of the year. So yeah, that is basically my plan. 26 days on track for this month to run at least 3 days a week and to keep up my 10k steps, and hopefully I will have some success this month. There's not much else I can say. All I can do is try and action the words that I put out on my channel and try and not let everyone down, and mostly myself, this month. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So I'm going to end the video here before it gets too long. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can always click the notification bell down below and you'll be notified of when my videos go live. Other than that, I hope you're all staying safe and well. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week, weekend, whenever it is that you're watching this, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye.